Hello and welcome to Shelley's Sacred Space. And this is our Everything Energy. And today we're talking about numerology again. Now, our last video looked at the 4 types of numerology, and I thought it would be fun to take a look and compare the numerology techniques. So I am using my information. I did explain how to get to that information. I will not be sharing my personal info, but I will share how we work this out. So we're going to start with the Pythagorean theory, and we look at the life path, the expression number, the soul urge number, and the personality number. To get your life path number, you take your date of birth. So my life path number led to an 11, which also goes to a 2, but in the Pythagorean theory, the 11 is a master number, and therefore it intensifies the general meaning of the 2 and has its own specific meaning. And what's interesting is it, as well as my personality number, which you get by using just the consonants in your full name, it was an 11 too. So I have a double 11 in there. Yay. My expression number, which is my full name, date of birth, sorry, my full name on my birth certificate. And that came out to a 12, which then comes to a 3. And then you have your soul urge number, which is used by only using the vowels in your full given name. And mine came to a 10, which then equals a 1. Now, what's interesting is you can take your expression number, which is your full given name, minus your soul urge number to get your personality number. So it's a little bit of shortcut without writing out all the consonants. All right. Okay. So here's what I've gotten. According to the Pythagorean theory, my life purpose number 11 means that I have heightened intuition. I like spiritual growth. I'm an old soul. I'm connected, sensitive, imaginative, a leader, teacher. I'm a bridge between the physical and the spiritual world. Inspirational. I'm liking this. Now, that is my life path, which is my gifts, but it is also my personality number. So this is interesting that my personality and life path have the same meaning. Okay, so my gifts and my characteristics express the same thing. Now, my challenge though is expressing myself sometimes, internal conflicts that I create, self-doubt, and then fears or anxieties. Now, what's interesting is at some point in my upbringing, I came to the realization that if I was afraid to do it, I would force myself to do it. And I don't know what moment was the catalyst for that, but it still holds true today. So if I'm like, oh, I really don't want to do that, it kind of scares me a little. I'm like, oh, well, you're doing it now. So that one I don't necessarily have, only because I've worked on it though. Doesn't mean I don't still have fears. Now, my soul urge number came out to be a 1. And your soul urge is your destiny. Oh, no, sorry, your desire. Oh, my goodness. And my desire is to be self-sufficient. I have the inklings to be a trailblazer, a leader, and innovative. And to tell you the truth, part of the challenge of that is that leadership part. I actually don't like being a leader even though I lead naturally. I don't like the responsibility part of it in regards to motivating other people. I am not a good motivator. I can inspire, I can share my passion, but I'm not motivating you. That's your job. And therefore, this leader isn't a goal of mine. It isn't something that I aim for. I do it naturally, but I don't aim to be a leader of anything. In fact, I will step back more times than not so that other people have the chance to step up because I know once it goes to a certain point, I'll stop. And that's not a good leader. Okay. But that's me personally. Now let's take a look. We have one more number to do, which was my expression number, which is also your destiny number. It is your full name at your date of birth. And mine was a 3, which is creativity and expression, being an artist. I'm very optimistic a lot of times, especially socially, and a good communicator. I can be, yep. So, as a summary, what I have is my personality and my gifts are that I'm intuitive, I'm spiritual, I understand or aim to understand myself and others. I like to create partnerships. And my destiny is to express my creativity and to be social and enjoy sharing my optimism and my creativity. And you will find that I do a lot of creative things, even if it's just in for me, if it's just something that I'm going to have for me. I always joke that I can MacGyver everything because I can usually find a workaround for just about anything because my little creative brain goes, how can we do this better? And there you go. Doesn't always work, but I try. And my desires are to be self-sufficient and be innovative. I don't, I like to think outside of the box. I don't like doing things in the normal required way. I'm always thinking of, is there a better way to do this? If I could do it any which way, how would I do it? And then also the desire to be a leader. And again, this is not a leader as in dictating leadership, but a leader as in, if you wish, you can follow my lead. Like I will lead by example. I will lead by doing what I'm telling you to do. I wouldn't say you need to meditate and really look at your personality and the challenges and see how they relate to your life if I'm not going to do that. That is the Pythagorean theory. It's pretty spot on, which is kind of cool. We might look at it in the future on picking a date or a name for something to see if it would be a good name. I've done that in the past. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that is where we are with that. Our next numerology video will be the Chaldean numerology, and we'll see how it compares with the Pythagorean. Thank you for joining me for our Everything Energy. Until the next time, bye for now.